Hello, internets! Welcome to the Dream Dominion. I'm Alice Steele.
I'm Nakora.
I'm Wincordius, the Lord of Chaos.
I'm Blairman. I'm just here as a guest.
So you viewers have to deal with all combined bullshit today.
It's not have to, it's get to.
Yeah, they could always change to like another video, like Austin from Science of.
Nah, they gotta deal with our bullshit.
So, between episodes, we did the thing. We leveled us up to 30 using cheat codes because fuck grinding. And we got back in here and we are going to go upwards to come back downwards again.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the latest stuff.
Right. Map man, do the map thing.
I am need to pull it up. It's just find the tab that has it. Okay, so there's the 3. You want to go. Wait, let me see. There's the ice armor is to the right.
It is
You gotta
not
go
to
through
the
this
right.
left. My bad. There, through there. It's that chest. That one you just base planted before the fight started. There. I'd say, if anything, the ice armor is one of the things we want from here.
No, not life. No ice. Kill it with fire. Block the ice.
I think that one already did a slam, so
It's already dead.
I'm surprised we haven't angered to Pyra.
Oh yay. More mithril gloves.
I use
Same numbers. I assume it gives resistance to ice though, so give.
Do you ever think about how many places Zuko has broken into?
Who?
Zuko, Avatar.
Yeah. I mean, the Blue Spirit
He's a
hasn't
fucking
learned,
ninja.
just done a bunch of shit.
He's a ninja.
Western Air Temple, twice, which was canonically built, so it could only be reached with airbending. He broke in twice.
I mean, the entire Fire Nation broke in on all 4 of them.
I mean,
Yeah, but they also had airships. Like, he only used rope.
So he climbed
It's
the
implied
fucking
he
mountain.
broke into the other 3 too. The Northern Water Tribe, whose defense hadn't been breached in 100 years, and was also currently under siege.
More
Poor
heals.
Howie stronghold, which was on high alert after capturing the fucking Avatar. Avatar Ruku's temple, mostly notable because he broke through a naval blockade to get there. Dude, what the fuck? Lake Laogai, the secret underground headquarters of Ba Sing Se's evil secret police that is also crawling with earthbenders. They never really noticed he was there.
I mean, most Earthbenders aren't constantly using Earth Sense.
I mean, Toph did because it helped combat her blindness.
Because it's
But like, yeah,
literally
no,
the only way she could see, yeah.
yeah, but I mean, it's like not everyone else
Even
did that.
afterwards, most people don't have them.
I mean, yeah, she learned from the Earth Badgers, so her earthbending is more natural than it is for everybody else.
Yeah,
If
like
she learned,
he's the only one that does that. That probably she's probably one of the few humans that even knows how to do it.
just go south, Alice, after
Alright.
Where was it? Boss
And-
say at large doesn't count since as they forged their papers. The Fire Nation's capital prison, where the main threat to the Fire Nation's rule, Iroh, was imprisoned for months.
Which south?
right.
His old family's vacation home. This is an achievement. I just thought it was funny. 1,000+ year-old sacred site dedicated to the first firebenders.
Oh
It was also
no!
full of booby traps, Indiana
Okay,
Jones
we're
style,
fine.
because why not?
Only Blairman died.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're the
I can
warrior.
fix
It's just
it.
like that's more typical. It's like, the warrior died. It's just like, yeah. It's,
Isn't
Oh,
it
the
normally
warrior
the
died.
wizard?
I'll fix it.
sorry, what, Nicola?
Where was I? But yeah, isn't it normally the wizard that dies?
From death spells? No.
It was poison that was cast that killed Blairman.
Where was I on this? 1,000+ year old sacred site dedicated to the first firebenders. That was also full of booby traps, Indiana Jones style, because why not? The Boiling Rock, the highest security prison in the Fire Nation. The headquarters of the Southern Raiders, an elite naval force on an island in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, he just breaks in. He's a fucking ninja. It's why he's so bad as a bender for like most of the series. Either that or that's
He's not even bad. It's more like
This way?
he didn't
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
have
he's
a
able to-
good source of the fire.
Oh, okay, let me rephrase that. Zuko is a great bender. The only people who beat him are only the people who mattered.
I mean, the only people who beat him were fucking Azula.
Aang, Ozai.
And that's it.
Iroh?
Katara
Katara's
actually
beaten
got it.
him.
Okay, fine. Only people who have plot armor can beat him.
I repeat, only the people who matter.
Yeah, like he never
I
had
mean, that's
bad
how
bending.
everyone is. Everyone in a series only loses when the plot demands it.
Like
Yeah.
That's
he
just
was never
fiction.
bad at
in-
bending.
But like in universe or whatever, they talk about they talk about the fact that, he's way worse at being a bender than, his uncle, father, and sister.
To be fair, all 3 of those are fucking masters.
True, but here's the thing. They're also all of his family, and as heir to the throne for much of the series, it looks pretty bad that he's so shit at it. His daughter's apparently even worse. Like Zuko actually is like a really good firebender, but the problem is like he's like a master surrounded by fucking Yodas when it comes to firebending. But his
Yeah.
daughter's apparently just trash.
He's a
She's just
wizard surrounded by
trash.
archmages.
Yeah. It's like,
I
we
mean-
were born archmages. Why aren't you that good, Zuko? And Zuko just then put all of his extra points into being a goddamn ninja.
I mean,
It's like-
also,
We are Archmage. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna be a ninja though.
I mean, it's like Iroh actually, he was good on his own. Then he actually learned from the waterbenders and he created the lightning redirection technique. And Zuko was one of the only other people who could do that until Legend of Korra said, oh, that became a popular technique. But in the original series, Zuko was one of the only other characters that could do that.
Actually, lightning redirection isn't a well-known technique. I don't think we've seen anyone use it in Legend of Korra.
They
Lightning
did it.
bending, we see a bunch of.
They used the lightning
Shooting it,
direction.
we see. Bending
act-
it is another. That we don't see.
I say the lightning direction technique they actually used in the Legend of Korra, is like for electricity and shit. It's
No, that wasn't
No, that's lightning
redirection.
bending.
That was lightning
Uh,
bending. Those are
Oh,
different
Yeah,
it
things.
they're just bending lightning.
Lightning
to create,
redirection is a defensive technique.
Yeah, where you get lightning thrown at you and then you redirect it back out. No, they were just lightning bending. Lightning bending, the technique of the royal family, is like so widely used. People just fire it at generators all day to make electricity. I'm like, really?
yeah, I thought it was
I
like
mean,
the
Iroh basically, I think like near the start of the series, Iroh is basically like, yeah, any firebender can learn that eventually.
Well, yes and no. The firebender must be perfectly at peace with themselves. It is a technique of incredible strength, but also a technique that requires true oneness within yourself, or it will turn against you.
he
That's why
goes out.
Zuko fucking sucked at trying to use it because he's always fighting himself.
Okay,
And that is why it literally blew up in his face.
Yeah. But you're telling me that there's so many people at peace with themselves in this city that they could use this for power? Really?
I
I mean, yeah, probably could have done better being like, oh yeah, we made a steam generator, and then we realized, oh yeah, we can just boil water with magic.
Yeah, well, yeah, like, you could just do that. I mean... Yeah, anyway. I like Legend of Korra, but man, that show has problems, and it's entirely because of how badly that show got screwed over.
Yeah, like, if I remember
Alice-
correctly,
Alright.
Go
Nickelodeon
south.
Guys,
Go south.
pause.
wanted that show to
Pause.
use
Go,
fail.
Pause. Okay, sorry. Concordius.
go south. Do not hit that staircase. That'll take you back out to the world map. Do not hit that staircase.
Okay. Oh, hey, there's
Okay.
a room.
Yeah, okay. You continue on. I would just say, do not hit that staircase. Don't.
Anyway, so I was gonna say, right. So, like, the show was supposed to have, like, I think, yeah, like, 4 seasons initially, 24 episodes each. Right? Right. Then they're like, okay, you get 1 season.
What?
Okay, you know what? You're not even getting 1 season, we're cutting you down to 12 episodes. Wrap everything up.
What?
Oh, you know what?
They-
That season that we didn't think would go anywhere, turns out people like it. So we need you to make a second season right now, chop chop. It needs to be out within half a year. Also, we're cutting your budget in half. Bye!
Excuse me?
Which
Oh,
season
hey.
was this?
Season 2 was actually pretty good. We need 2 more seasons. Oh, hey, we leaked a few of your episodes online. I hope that's not a problem. Hey, guys, we're gonna cut your budget again. So either you have to make a recap episode or fire half your staff.
Excuse me?
Yeah, these people need better agents.
Hey,
Agents.
so
Get the
we're just
chest,
gonna
get
put
the
the
chest.
rest of... So you know what? No one really seemed to like your show. I mean, we just kept moving around, changing the time slot, putting it online, taking it back offline, or making it online only, making it not online only, and it just never seemed to find its audience. And we kept having delays and problems or whatever. I mean, we kept cutting your budget, but like, it seems like you just couldn't find out how to do it. I mean, yeah, I don't know what went wrong. Anyway, get the fuck out, and we never want to work with you again. Until years later, when like it became the #1 show on Netflix, and Paramount was like, "Hey, so Nickelodeon, you know how you sabotaged that show because you thought no one would watch a show featuring a physically strong female character? And so how you wanted to like make her more feminine, and then they didn't, and the show succeeded, so then you decided to fuck them over? Yeah, it turns out those guys are making us a shit ton of money. So we're gonna spin them off into their own studio to make us more money.
By the way,
But you
go
can't
die
do
in
that.
fire.
We already did their studio avatar. But why? Because we're trying to make Paramount Plus, you fuckstick, and we need content. So anyone gives a fuck.
I mean, they're not wrong. I mean, it speaks for itself.
Seriously, actually, like, okay, so apparently the original Avatar: The Last Airbender was supposed to get a 4th season. Like, they planned out 3 seasons, but they decided they wanted another season.
What the fuck were they gonna do? Like, they completed the
Zuko's
story.
mom.
Oh yeah, they did that in the comic run actually.
Yeah,
because they didn't
it
get
was
their
supposed
fourth
to.
season.
It was supposed to follow the story of Zuko's mom, wrap up everything, kind of build more on Aang and Katara as a relationship, since they didn't get that,
Right.
and do a redemption arc for Azula, where Zuko now becomes the Uncle Iroh to her. However, Nickelodeon decided it would be completely contingent on one thing: the success of Shyamalan's Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That was a poor mistake.
No, it was a great idea for Nickelodeon because they purposely sabotaged the movie.
Kill.
They cut that budget so bad. Do you know where they filmed the Fire Lord's throne room?
Where
A school gymnasium.
I hate.
Yeah,
no. Because Shyamalan had no fucking budget. You would think he had money to go over and make a
We
set?
didn't need any
No!
spells.
It had to be done in a goddamn school's gymnasium. That's why you see that scene of like the 6 earthbenders all like doing the dance, and then like one little rock goes past that the guy shoves. No, that was just supposed to be like the one guy. They were supposed to be setting huge boulders. He did not have the budget for a goddamn special effects. So there's huge areas of the movie that were supposed to be, bendings occurring. Nope. Nothing there, because they didn't have the money for it. Nickelodeon ran constant interference. Shyamalan was supposed to be working with the creators of Avatar as consultants. Nickelodeon kept running interference, so that couldn't happen.
Is this even... They need to be reading their contracts. Like 90% of this sounds like shit that should be in their contract says, we get this thing.
Unfortunately, the animation industry, and especially Nickelodeon, are fucking assholes.
Yeah, Nickelodeon can say, we like your idea, we're gonna keep it forever.
I mean, Nickelodeon are the same people that when the cast and crew of SpongeBob asked for more money, or to be paid more money after the success of the SpongeBob movie, just fired most of the writing staff because who gives a shit? No one will notice if we get rid of the writing staff. And that's why SpongeBob sucked so fucking bad for years afterwards. They shit canned the staff for SpongeBob. It's like, yeah, as long as the character sounds the same, no one will care.
No one will notice if
It took years for them to eventually decide to hire back the original writing team that they themselves fired.
Yeah, I wasn't.
They are also pretty big on union busting, and anytime someone tries to create an animators union, they very much try to get rid of it and blacklist them from the industry.
See, what needs to be done is they need to make their union. And if the union ones get fired, have all of them go somewhere better. AKA, make your own bullshit.
I think a lot would probably just move to Netflix because Netflix is willing to just hand out money.
I mean, that would also be a potential option.
Cuties.
I'm just saying, if they are unable to get in with any of the existing big brands, make your own.
Well, the problem is that requires capital.
Yeah, and most of them don't have that. Most.
I mean, if they can afford to live for a little while without income through savings,
That's
then...
the problem. Is
Yeah.
I mean, the writers' strike by the Writers Union of America ran into that problem. They just ran out of money because movies either would hire scabs and TV stations just made reality TV everything. Or they imported shows from outside of the U.S. It's why in like the mid-2000s we had that huge spike in reality TV that's never really gone away. Like why we got so many game shows and Survivors and Bachelors and all that shit was because of the writer's strike.
Now the stairs?
And eventually the writers... Yeah,
Sorry,
eventually the writers' strike broke.
I'm sorry, Byron. Go up the stairs this time because we're trying to leave. We got the luck stone, so we don't need staying here any longer. Just go up that staircase when you can.
Alrighty.
As I was saying, but yeah, it broke. And the writers' union has never really recovered from it.
Speaking of Netflix handing out money, cuties.
Yeah, Netflix is not smart about where they put their money.
I haven't actually seen it, so...
It's literally a movie about a group of kids, probably below 12, that wants to learn how to twerk.
And then go to a competition of professional twerking.
Twerking just needs banned, period. Not actually, but like...
I'm fine with like adults doing it or whatever. It's like, you know what? You're trying to be sexy. Some people find that like really sexy, so you know what, you do you. Like I don't kink shame. Like for me that falls into like kink territory, and at that point I do not care. But like it is purposely meant to be sexual. Like we all know that. And you put on a movie about actual children. Like, had these girls
again,
hit
I'm pretty
puberty.
sure it wasn't just a movie.
40.
I'm pretty sure it was a documentary, because that's what dance is now.
No, it's a movie. It's not a documentary.
Like
It wasn't based off of real life people or their stories or whatever. This was purely fictional.
yeah, and
Thankfully.
like it's if I remember correctly, it's like they are 12 maybe like on the high end.
Now, so yeah, it was one of those like what the because I think I can't remember it and I'm kind of tired, but I think Netflix had like gone on the whole, no pedophilic content or whatever thing. Like before that, for some stupid thing, I'm trying to remember it. It's been a while, and I never really paid attention to like the first part of it. But I think that
Oh,
resulted
hey.
in keys being a lot worse for them because
Neat.
it's like, we don't allow that stuff, cuties. And it was just like, what? Netflix? What?
What do you call this then?
Alice, you need to go south and find that desert where you tried going
That's
through it. Not now, but
Map person, you're doing the mapping wrong.
Also,
Anyway,
I wasn't.
So
I,
I guess my point is like, yeah, Cuties was in fact a massive fiasco for them. It's just like there was like no defending that,
only
and
like
I
the
think
only
from what
way
I've
to
heard,
defend that,
it's
like
like even people who have seen it, even ignoring, which is a big thing to ignore, the pedophilic content there. It's not even a good movie.
Are there any good movies nowadays?
There are.
Are
Here
there
and there.
though?
I mean, have you seen Kubo the Two Strings? That one was really good.
I've seen that. That
Haven't
was
even
actually a good
heard of
movie.
it.
It's made by the people who did Coraline.
Yeah,
It's
they
a
also.
stop motion movie, and it is really fucking good. I highly recommend it.
Yeah,
Stop motion good?
But animation.
Stop motion can be really good. It's actually really fluid.
Yeah.
Um,
They also Coraline was actually same style as well. They also did Paranorman. They also
Fuck is
done.
Coraline? I've never seen this or even heard of it.
You have not seen Coraline.
holy
Nightmare-
crap! Holy,
This-
okay, dude, you need to see these movies. Like, they're good.
They're like the Princess Bride of animation. They're good. They're like cornerstones of their genre.
Look, they are the Ghibli of stop motion.
They had one bad
I mean,
movie.
you're comparing it to another thing I've never actually watched any of.
Jesus, man. Okay, you officially Jesus, woman. You do not get to go over and complain about no one makes good movies, but you clearly are not watching movies.
You've not seen any Ghibli.
It's like saying no one's made a good video game in like 20 years. It's like, oh, what game have you played? Well, I played Tetris. Bitch! I'm
It's
gonna
like-
slap the shit
I
out
mean,
of
I
you.
haven't seen any games that surpass Super Metroid yet. Not even newer Metroid games.
Well, there's that new Metroid game that might do that.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
oh, you
Like, I get taste and all that, but like, okay, this is on par with you not knowing what was going on in Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers when you were skipping all the goddamn cutscenes. It's like, that's your own fault. You
Well,
did
you-
this to yourself. When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences? In a more
No
serious
good
tone,
game,
though,
but-
yeah, no, there's really good movies still coming out to this day.
Alright, so it's not
Like,
south,
just
it
watch
is
them.
northwest. Okay.
okay. So if
Like-
you see a Leica film, it's probably going to be good. Even their least good Box Trolls was just fine. Like, it wasn't bad. It was just fine.
Also,
I mean,
oh right, that was for stop motion.
Or-
Never mind. Why would you compare it to Ghibli and not like someone actually good? Like Trigger.
I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
same. Ghibli's not good. Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, Kiki's
I mean, I've
Delivery
heard
Service,
decent
Ponyo.
I've heard decent things about those, but like the clips I've seen of them are just like aggressively meh.
House
Watch
movie
the
cancel.
movies. Stop watching clips and then deciding
The
what.
animation quality of the clips are aggressively meh.
Holy fuck!
I mean, even
Watch the movies. The animation quality is like superb. The level of detail and fluidity, especially for the times these movies are made, are the highest. Studio Ghibli is the most respected studio in all of Japan. People work for Ghibli and then go on to make their own studios.
that are
Hell,
just their own projects.
the Ano, the guy who made Evangelion, worked for Ghibli and then used that like, hey, I worked for Ghibli, and that's what got his career.
I mean,
Onyx.
Without
you think
Ghibli,
Evangelion is
you
a
do
good
not have
thing?
Trigger. I think
Evangelion's a good
Evangelion.
thing?
Personally, I do so. Like, I believe it's an overrate, especially the original is an overrated anime, but I think it is a solid 8.5 to 8.8 out of 10 series. I just disagree with the fact of people acting like it's a 10 out of 10 perfect masterpiece that can never be topped.
Yeah, it's it's definitely 100% guaranteed to not be Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
But yeah, but you don't have any of... So much
Honestly-
of the anime industry does not exist without Ghibli. Like, holy crap.
I would
I
go
mean-
so far as a 10 out of 10 is impossible. Because a 10 out of 10
Have
means
you
that
seen
literally
Gurren
no one can
Lagann?
dislike it.
Yeah, I turned it on this morning. Okay, yeah, no, tell Aaron I just turned it back on. I turned it on at 8. Also, Alice has tried to say that Ghibli movies do not have good animation.
It's like that's just a sin. I don't care who you
No
are.
animation.
It's just a sin.
Like, Studio Trigger has very good Sakuga and all that, but for pure detail level, no one to this day has topped Ghibli.
I mean, Ghibli also, like, its style is very unique as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like also their process was unique. They did I forgot how they did it, but it's like their process is so unique that it's just their
Their
staple.
process is considered one of the harshest in the industry because
Yeah.
the company is run by perfectionists who are like, no. Yeah, every single frame has to be like meticulous.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. I mean, I'm like, we're just talking animation. We're not even talking the stories of, the movies that
Yeah.
they've made.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
honestly,
Al-
the stories are often
think-
just
I think based on what I am hearing and what I have heard before, I think a lot of people are accidentally equating a solid story for good animation.
holy crap. I am going to go over there, tie you up, and then make you watch
Kinky.
Ghibli movies. Like, holy crap. Like, no, it's really good animation. The details, the flow of water. It's so good. Like, okay, Ghibli movies are not action movies.
They're not.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're not. They have action moments, but they are not action. So if you go into a Ghibli movie expecting, high octane trigger level just
anime?
bombasticness, anime is more than just bombastic action. Anime can also be love stories.
I mean, that's
anime
the
can be
best stuff.
dramas.
I mean, that's pretty much what Ghibli is. It's the drama aspect of it. I mean, Princess Mononoke, it does have some war
Like,
scenes
the
in
action
it because
stuff
it's
is like the best stuff, though.
That is pure taste, and I will allow you to have that. But I will not allow you to diss their animation. It might not be what you like, but it is not meh. It is not bad.
I mean, it's like some of the scenes from like Princess Mononoke was good.
Yeah. Like anyone who's in animation, anyone would slap the shit out of you for saying that, like, or look at you like you're goddamn retarded. There are people who have like permanently damaged their hands trying to animate segments of a Ghibli film.
I mean,
See, that
it was
sounds
some
like
of the
terrible
Ghibli movies.
employer, and they deserve to go under for that.
No, I mean, like, not professional people who are just trying to do that. Because they're just trying to copy a Ghibli style. Ghibli
Well,
themselves,
that sounds like
again,
idiots, and they deserve death.
Ghibli is one of those places of, basically from what I've heard, everyone enjoys their time there. Everyone is happy that they learned from it, and they can't wait to go over and start their own studio and not have to do this again.
Sounds like a terrible
It's like-
employer that deserves to die.
Ghibli is a place where you will hone skills that will, like, if you want to be one of the best in the industry, there is no better place to work than Ghibli.
And
But
basically, sorry, guys.
again, the problem is Ghibli is run by a perfectionist who holds himself up to that same standard. Like, that's a big difference between Ghibli and a lot of the really bad studios, is it's not run by someone who's like, just
How?
push deadlines and all this stuff. One, a Ghibli film gets out when it's
How
done.
though? Map person,
What, how?
how though?
What?
Oh, you're supposed to go to the southern desert, the one that's below the town.
What?
I said
Okay.
Where?
that brown area below the red dot on the southern continent. Down, to there,
Oh.
there.
Anyway, as I was saying, unlike a lot of anime studios that result in crunch and like we've got deadlines and all this shit, Ghibli is very much the movie is done when it's done.
Yeah, like they have sporadic releases, but they're gems when they do hit.
So so Ghibli does not crunch the way other studios do. However, they hold themselves to the highest standard of animation, especially the head of the company, Hayao Miyazaki. In fact, to the point where the other guy who was the other head, I can't remember the guy's name right now, and I hate myself for that, basically died doing animation. He worked himself to death. And,
This
and
is just
that's
sounding
kind of
more
the
and
thought
more like
behind it.
the worst. And
Hayao Miyazaki.
this is more and more to
under-
me. The more you're describing this to me, it's more and more sounding like the worst anime studio ever.
Basically,
But
from
you're not forced to, and that's the thing, is they just hold themselves to that high of a standard. It's self-inflicted.
yeah, it's like they're
That
holding their
doesn't
own
help.
feet to the coals.
Miyazaki will do like a lot. He'll do the heavy lifting. He will push himself. The
That
problem is you're
doesn't
dealing
help.
with a master of the craft.
That doesn't help the
who-
case.
He's like the Michael Jordan of animation, where it's a person who is by far the best in the field and holds himself and everyone else around him to that same standard. And if you can learn what you can from him, the people who do become the best in the field. And yeah. And the lessons that
You're
they
not
learn
helping their
have
case.
revitalized the animation. Oh, no, they actually pay really well, from what I remember.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
that's
it's based...
With Ghibli, it's like you're paid really well. You are paid to create masterpieces, but you are expected to create something on a masterpiece level.
Basically, just give it
And
100 for 10%.
Yeah, it is a studio not run by businessmen, but by artists.
So here's the thing.
People who absolutely love
Here's
what they
the
do.
thing. They still sound like a terrible employer.
The Adams. Well, college first, but...
Because, like, clearly, these artists are not capable of actually running a place. Or, honestly, being trusted to live on their own.
Wow. Holy shit.
Because you are clearly saying that they will work themselves to death.
Well, over
They
years
clearly
of work, but yeah.
are not capable of living on their own. They need someone to make them not do the stupid.
I mean, that's just how it is for mangakas in Japan in general. That's just
kind of
the...
just a systemic thing in Japan. Ah, hello. Huh, I didn't hear. I'm not seeing... Oh, okay. Yeah, no, there he is. What do you want? I suppose, like, we could hang out for a bit.
I think he's on the phone or something and didn't leave the call to do so. Or
I'm
even
about
mute himself.
to... No, I was talking to a person who just walked in my room.
And then he muted himself, so... That'll do.
Yay, we get the airship.
Now we can finally do shit. And not get into battles when we transport. Well, not as many battles.
So can we, like, pick up this ship?
Nope.
That is dumb,
The
and I hate it.
regular ship is no longer accessible unless we go back, drop off the airship, which the airship can only land in grass zones, even though we pulled it from a desert.
I mean, that's why we had to use the Levistone to get it. Obviously.
Still, it's just... It can only be used in... You can only land in grassy tiles. It has to be fully on grass. If it looks like a marsh, it cannot land there. It has to be full on grass.
Alright,
It can't be half grass and half wood either.
where is the trials place?
I think that's the red dot to the north on the Eagle continent.
This one?
The other one.
This one?
That's Eagle no. Below it.
This one?
I think so. I mean... Wait, you could probably look through your list, because I think we passed by it at one point. No, that would be called the Citadel Trials, and I don't see it on the list there.
That is a town.
No. That's one of the towns we're going to need to go to at some point anyway. That's a marsh.
But that's grass!
That's a marsh. Yeah, I said it's ridiculous. Eagle Eye. We could go there, but
What is this?
I don't think we're gonna be able to do shit for now. We're
What's
gonna need to
this
get the
place?
Rosetta's
Oh, hi, Gaia.
guy. Huh, wait, am I thinking of another one?
Also known as Hawkeye.
What's a Hawkwing? Yeah, okay. It's Hawkwing is the other one. That's the one that's surrounded by the force. Oh, there's some of the higher ed spells here too. I think
magic.
these are level 7s.
All
7s.
right,
Ice
cool.
3 and Break.
Are these the only level 7s?
No, there's more. I think they're separated in the other town, which is guarded by Kraken.
Anyway,
Alright,
so my point.
What are the towns we want? Or what are the good 3?
Ice is good because it's ice. There was Break. I think
Break is Petrify. Do we want that?
it's
Well, we can't get
No.
it right now anyway.
Black Wizard, yeah.
Even if we want it, we can't have it. White Mage.
Here, India, though we can't use either of them at
That's
the
so
moment.
dumb! Like, you should be able to put them in the book. They should let you
That's
buy
claws.
them.
I think we're prepared. Ruby Armlet. Ah, yes. And the Protect Ring. I would definitely invest in the Protect Rings. Blair does not need that.
Give me 3 of those. And 4 of those. Thank you. You. What do you have? Cat
Cat's
claw.
Claws. Can I not use that yet? Or is that a Black Wizard only
Might
weapon?
be Black Wizard only. I'll buy one though.
I mean, the Cat's Claws is like the ultimate knife.
Because I mean, it's not like I have any shortage of infinite money.
And even then, you had the ship game if you really, really wanted to.
I mean, what part of infinite money do you not understand?
I would just say that. Why does that lower? Right, he's a monk.
Because monk. Ruby Armlet goes from 17 to 26 defense. Yay, upgrades. We're still wearing leather caps.
Yeah, you need to give
On the
Blairman the
freaking
Protect
white
Ring.
Yes. Protect ring is a good. Awesome. You're not wearing mithril gloves anymore, though. Still got mithril helm, though. Awesome. Cool. Upgrades. Yay. Anyone else here? Nope, that's the edge of town. Okay.
Hey, so if we go back to the Avatar discussion, I was not done with that page.
Sorry, we
Can I
got like
continue?
real. For now, I'll get out there. I'm pretty sure that's Citadel.
Oh, shall I wait for Blairman? I will probably wait for
I'm
Blairman,
still here.
actually. Ah, okay. Okay, where?
I'm pretty sure that counts. Yep. But that's a long trek.
I hate it.
Yeah,
hi,
get ready.
pumpkin. What is it, girl? What is it? Who's
I was
your
gonna
good
say-
dog? Who's your good dog? I love you. You say do. You say do. You're such a
Blairman.
needy puppy, and I love you. Yes. I muted myself, right?
You have not
I mean,
muted
that's-
yourself.
Hmm.
I don't care. He's just such a good dog. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Nice Judy Hopps image, Nakora. Oh, man, I think that was like my favorite movie that Disney put out for a while there. At the very least, it was the movie I rewatched the most.
I hate. Why do we have to walk so far?
I saw that in theaters like 5 times, I think.
Oh, good.
I saw
we
it
got a
online.
preemptive strike on the Sphinxes.
When we get into the Citadel trials, prepare to memo save like hell.
Like, I saw it like 2 or 3 times online, and now I have really started to like bunnies. Yay!
Kinky.
Let's see here. Southern Raiders. Yeah, I read that. Fire Nation's Royal Palace, which was admittedly mostly empty at the time, but still had Azula in it.
Who was waiting for him in the throne
Yeah.
room, wanting him to come fight her.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that doesn't count.
I mean, he still technically did break in.
She invited him in.
What's going on?
He did.
Azula
He didn't
invited Zuko into the royal palace.
If I remember correctly, he didn't really come through a door.
Doesn't matter. She knew he was coming. She wanted him to come.
She could kill him.
She invited him. He didn't break in. He
Why are
was
you...
invited.
Stop that! No.
Huh?
Sorry, no, my dog is biting my wooden desk.
He want that wood.
With my hand. Ah, no, stop that. Get your board. Do you want out of the room? Do you want your bone? Is that it?
I had to go
Get
through
your
the lake
bone.
there.
His own family's vacation home, again, after getting banished. Again. Like, that's... He thinks of himself as such a failure for not being a firebending prodigy, like the rest of his family, but he is pretty much prodigious in basically everything else.
I mean, actually, he is a firebender prodigy because while he was trapped in on the rock, he was put in that creature to where no firebender could use their bending abilities. He said, "Fuck that," and breathed fire out of his mouth while being in there for about an hour. And it looked like he had like shit happened, like no shit happened. He was just sitting in there chilling, totally in what was a freezer.
Oh yeah,
Well,
Citadel
like
of
on-
Trials. Alright. So, how much is left of your list, Necra?
I am done.
Okay. So, next time, Citadel of Trials. This has been a double-length episode because, well, I wasn't watching the time and I didn't start a timer, so, then I got to the point where it's just like, yeah, it's over, but like, well, let's just get to the next place before we end off. So, that's what we've done. And so next time, Citadel of Trials. Until then, I've been Alan Steele.
I am Nakora.
I'm going to put this on chaos.
Oh, okay. Signing
And
out.
that's supposed to be Blairman. Signing out.
See ya.
Ciao.